Media misinformation about disabled children is causing massive harm, and these comments I saw today are a perfect example of that. Just yesterday I shared a clip from LBC where they were talking about the use of taxis for disabled children, and then this morning my MP posted about bus fare caps. Totally unrelated. And what do I see but this? How much is spent on private taxis? I understand it's millions. Yeah, of course you do, because that is what you're being told. But look how quickly it turns from taxis to something a lot more sinister. Are they ever going to work or get a job? Do we need to look at a different way of educating these children? Less education standards for them possibly? It's something to think about. As if we've never thought of that. Yes, severely disabled children have different education standards and a completely different education. We do have a different way of educating them. It's called specialist schools, and the government would like to use them a lot less. The media has done an incredible job of conflating the term SEND or disability with very trivial, minimal needs. And that makes people wonder why. Why are we spending so much money on this? They will cherry pick the most extreme, expensive examples of support for disabled children, but they'll never show you the children that actually need that level of support or how their education works. Yes, if they are never going to be able to work, it's focused on life skills and independence. It has a lot of intervention from professionals, therapists, not just because they're human beings who deserve some dignity, because it actually saves us money. If we can get every child to reach their actual potential in terms of employment, independence, and everything else, we will then have to spend less supporting them for the decades that make up the rest of their life. But do you see how quickly we go from how much are we spending on taxis to we shouldn't bother educating disabled children at all? What do you suggest we do? Just write off 3 and 4 year olds and go, that one's never going to work? Waste of money. Apart from being abhorrent, how is that actually going to help the country and the economy? This is what happens when people are given very selective information, and that happens on purpose. The government want to spend less money on the education of disabled children, and they don't want the public to have a problem with it when they start taking legal rights away from even those with the most complex and severe needs. And it's actually those children that need the most intensive help who are most at risk from these proposals. It's essential that we support disabled children and young people to reach whatever their own potential is. It's better for the economy, it's better for society. This is why I say that this stuff causes real, genuine harm, because you quickly get to people advocating to just write off disabled children and not offer them any support. Is that really a solution? How is that going to help? So if things like this don't add up to you, maybe just think for a minute. That doesn't actually make sense. What's going on? And then, ask someone who experiences this every single day or works in the system. Just an idea.